the opera cake. This French pastry is a true masterpiece, a harmonious blend of flavors and textures that dance on the palate. Visually, it's a showstopper, sleek, geometric, and adorned with a glossy chocolate glaze. Don't be intimidated by its intricate appearance. With a little patience and passion, you can recreate this classic in your own kitchen. Each layer plays a crucial role, contributing to the symphony of flavors and textures. We're talking about delicate almond sponge cake soaked in coffee syrup, rich coffee buttercream, and decadent chocolate ganache. When combined, these elements create a sophisticated and utterly irresistible dessert. The opera cake demands time, attention, and a willingness to embrace the process. So, are you ready to embark on this delicious journey with me? Let's dive into the wonderful world of the opera cake. The beauty of the opera cake lies in its intricate structure. Each layer, distinct in flavor and texture, comes together to create a harmonious whole. First, we have the Joconde Impregne, made with almond flour for a delicate crumb and a subtle nutty flavor. Once baked, it's soaked in a coffee syrup, adding moisture and a depth of coffee flavor. Next comes the coffee buttercream, a silky smooth dream that's light, fluffy, and bursting with coffee flavor. It's made with strong coffee, unsalted butter, and just the right amount of confectioner's sugar. And then there's the chocolate ganache, rich, decadent, and oh so chocolatey. High-quality dark chocolate melted with heavy cream creates a velvety smooth ganache. Finally, the cake is finished with a glossy chocolate glaze, adding a touch of elegance and sophistication. This thin layer of chocolate adds a satisfying snap when you cut into the cake. The Joconde Impregne, our almond-infused sponge cake, is the heart of the opera cake. Mastering this layer is crucial for achieving the perfect texture and flavor. We start with almond flour and confectioner's sugar, whisked together until light and airy. Next, we add eggs, one at a time, ensuring each is fully incorporated. Gently folding in stiffly beaten egg whites adds volume and airiness. Once baked to a light golden brown, we brush the cake with a coffee syrup while it's still warm. This not only adds moisture, but also infuses the cake with a rich coffee flavor. The result? A delicate, flavorful sponge cake ready to be layered with our coffee buttercream and chocolate ganache. Let's move on to the elements that bring a symphony of flavors to our opera cake: the coffee buttercream and the chocolate ganache. We start with the coffee buttercream, finding the perfect balance between coffee and sweetness. Brew a strong cup of coffee, let it cool, and add it to softened butter. The coffee infuses the butter with its rich aroma and slightly bitter notes. Gradually add confectioner's sugar to create a light and airy buttercream. Now, for the star of the show, the chocolate ganache. Use high-quality dark chocolate, chopped finely, and melt it slowly with heavy cream. The result is a smooth, glossy ganache that's rich, decadent, and undeniably chocolatey. These components add richness, depth, and a touch of indulgence that will make this cake an instant favorite. Now comes the exciting part: assembling our opera cake. First, we cut our coffee-soaked Joconde Impregne into even rectangles. Then, the layering begins. A layer of sponge, a generous spread of coffee buttercream, a layer of chocolate ganache. We repeat this process. Once our layers are stacked high, we gently press down on the cake to ensure everything is compact and even. Then we chill the cake for at least an hour. Finally, the grand finale, the chocolate glaze. We pour the melted chocolate mixture over the chilled cake, using an offset spatula to create a smooth, even surface. As you slice into your opera cake, revealing the perfectly defined layers, take a moment to appreciate the history behind this iconic dessert. While its exact origins are debated, it's widely believed to have originated in Paris in the 1950s. The opera cake quickly became a favorite in Parisian patisseries. Today, it remains a timeless classic, enjoyed by dessert enthusiasts around the world. More than just a dessert, the opera cake represents the art of pastry making at its finest. So go ahead, pour yourself a cup of coffee, slice yourself a generous piece, and revel in the satisfaction of creating a true culinary masterpiece.